Hey guys, welcome back to the Wild Wrestling channel. I am your host, Seth. Today, I'm going to be giving you guys 5 people who I think could be the mystery man that attacked CM Punk in Wargames at Survivor Series this past weekend. So let's hop right into the video. Play the intro. The first person I want to talk about is obviously, the most obvious one, is Austin Theory. Austin Theory, of course, because he has been out for a while. Grayson Waller, once he was out, said that he finally got rid of him. Austin wasn't really doing that well with Grayson. They kind of had fallen off. And now, because of his future, because of how bright of a star he is, everyone predicted he would join the Vision at some point. So he's the number one guy that a lot of people think, based on the moves that they were doing too, like doing Seth's move, the stomp and the super kick. Austin is able to do those. He could climb the cage very quickly. So Austin definitely is a highly potential guy who is it. He fits the role perfectly for the Vision and just like everything that happened at Wargames. He seems like the best fit to be the guy. So that's upset. He's the most obvious one here. I'm giving a couple other options in this video, but to be honest, if I were to put some money on who I think it was going to be out of the 5 I've chosen in this video, I would pick Austin Theory. He just seems very obvious. So he's the first guy that I think could be the mystery man. Next up, we have Tony D'Angelo. Tony D, we haven't seen him in a while, and the last time we saw him in July was when we saw the figure come into his dining room after he was by himself, and that's how NXT ended, and we haven't seen him since. So a lot of people thought something big was going to happen with him, and this low-key might be it. He might have gotten approached by the Vision about joining the group, and you never know. He's also very young like Austin Theory. He's able to perform some of those moves that happen, and he would be another great fit as he fits the role perfectly of the Vision. He's a perfect badass dude to just fight, and he's great for that role to stand up with. He'd be another great guy for the Vision. So aside from Austin Theory, he's definitely the next person that a lot of people are talking about as it works well. As we haven't seen him in a while, and the last time we saw him, something something interesting and mysterious happened. So it makes sense why he would be another candidate to be the mystery man. So he's the second guy who I think could possibly have been the guy who attacked Punk. Next up, we have Carmelo Hayes. Carmelo Hayes has been on SmackDown. He's already been in a few rivalries as he worked with The Miz for a little bit, and then they kind of separated, and right now he's rolling through the last time is now a tournament. But I have another feeling that he is another strong man, because just like Austin Theory and Tony D, he is a guy who fits the role of the Vision, because a lot of these guys that we're talking about to fit the role, they all have to be guys who are in the future of the company. So all these guys that the Vision should be having are guys who are the future of the company. So Carmelo Hayes, just like Tony D and Austin Theory, is another guy who fits it as he's on SmackDown now. He would be great to be he's a great starter for being on he's a great guy for the Vision here as he's for the future. It makes sense that why he would do that. He can perform all those moves. Because that's another big thing is people are comparing it to different people. Well, those guys can't perform those moves. So it all is the build that we saw. A lot of these guys have similar builds to the mystery man. So Carmelo Hayes is another guy who would fit the role perfectly. It makes sense for him to be in the Vision. It's not too confusing. So he's another guy who I think is the mystery man. The fourth man I want to talk about is Seth Rollins. Now, you're going to be like, Seth, what are you saying? Seth, what are you saying? Well, Seth Rollins, I know Wade was saying at Wargames that he just had surgery. He's not going to be back in time, and his injury is legit. But we know that he can pull off some crazy ruses. And we know if we look back at 2008 when John Cena tore his tricep, there's ways that if they really want to make a storyline, there's ways for Seth Rollins to recover as quickly like John Cena did. So he might have been posting those tweets. We saw him at SummerSlam. He was posting stuff about him limping around New York City to throw people off. There's a way that he posts that to throw people off, but he already recovered in time, and now he's there as he's throwing people off. He's making a crazy return, and it would make a weird sense as after Braun Breaker and Braun's return on him. It doesn't make sense why he still attacked Punk, but still, you never know here. That could have been him. WWE can be very unpredictable sometimes. There could be a reason. Maybe he still turns on Braun and them, but as right now, we're not looking at the storyline here. I'm just thinking about who is a good guy to fit the role here. And if we really want to think about another person as kind of more of a last resort type thing, as these last two are probably going to be more last resort things, Seth Rollins is definitely up there for me. And last but certainly not least, Chris Jericho. Listen. People have talked about it. We haven't seen him on AEW in a minute, and a lot of people think that he went back to WWE to do like a retirement storyline. And I mean, I remember I talked about the future, but when you look at what Seth created the vision, he did it as he was going to be the leader of this new vision. And if we remember back in AEW, Chris Jericho kind of did a similar thing. And I think if he joined the vision, even though people might be like, well, he can't perform those moves, he can't climb the cage that quickly, he's gotten in some incredible shape, as you see from the photo up here. So I definitely believe he could have just gone in good enough shape to do it. And Chris, I mean, he would be a great mentor to guys like Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed as kind of a joining member of the Vision. He wouldn't necessarily be like the future guy, but he would be more there to kind of mentor Braun and Bronson. So that would be another great fit, because it was kind of taking on the role that Seth had for a while before they turned on Seth, before Braun and Bronson turned on Seth as kind of the mentor and leader. That's what Chris can kind of take over as the leader and the mentor to help guide Braun and Bronson as they're the future of the company. So you might think this is probably the most unpredictable one, the most, like, the one that seems the least possible of happening, but you never know what can happen in WWE. So it's this one more guy that I think possibly could join the group. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. Comment down below if you enjoyed this video, and turn on the bell so you get notified whenever I upload a brand new video. I post every Monday and Friday, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.